fast. From Wall Street to the blockchain, making predictions last. Community together in this financial blast. Markets after dark, that shatter ceilings made of glass. Mad on the charts with Lunar's bright lights. Crypto markets soaring through the night. Follow the trends, see future in sight. It's markets after dark, the financial flight. From Bitcoin to Ethereum, we're mapping the road. Stock tips and insights, secrets ready to unload. Trading strategies, sharp on knowledge be showed. Let Lunar Beaches guide you to the mother lode. Economic loops and the way the dollar flows. Community vibes where everybody grows.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Markets After Dark, where we go mad on the charts Sunday through Thursday night, 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on the Piper Academy Network. I am Lunar Beaches Crypto, and I was feeling a little short. I am Lunar Beaches Crypto, and yeah, this is Markets After Dark. Not looking too great, right? It's not looking too good. There's a bunch of stuff going on. There's started trying to do some live trading. We'll see how successful we can be with that, especially during this particular hour of this particular session. I've been trying to find an edge. I think I have one edge, but you know, certain criteria has to be met in order for me to trade. So hopefully the stream isn't doing too terribly. We do have storms moving in from my economic calendar to upload. So whoa. And so yeah, oh man, it's barreling right towards us right now. So yeah, that doesn't look good. But I'm gonna keep an eye on it while I'm live, and we'll just do our best, see what we can do. Hopefully no tornadoes or anything. Looks like we are currently in a severe thunderstorm warning. So yay. So if I get blown away live during the stream, just know I did it trying to help you guys, okay? So, and yes, my froze a second ago. I had to refresh. We're supposed to get tornadoes until 4 a.m. Yep. See? Yeah, especially like north of us, but we're still, I mean, I don't know how quickly this will load. Seems to be my internet slows down whenever I go start streaming, just being a little glitchy. So this might be a short-lived stream. We'll see. We shall see. But let's go ahead and say good evening to the beautiful Madhouse. Ben, and I did it again. See? Every single time. I'm going to get it right one of these days. Let's say good evening to everybody. Good evening, Army Piper. I don't know if you're still here. As always, thank you for pinning the Discord link in the chat. Guys, go and check out the Piper Academy Discord. Great people in there. I'm going to try to start posting more and more in there, more trades. And yeah, they're going to be short-term scalps, like super short-term scalps, because that's what I've been working on. That's what I focus on. I'm going back to doing that, and we're going to start trying to trade live too. So, and this is a terrible time to try and trade live, just so you know. Asia session during this hour, I've gone back. I've gone it over and over and over. There's at least one. There's typically we can get one in. I am, or I was at least, current in a trade right before the stream started. Yeah. I don't know if that's going to work out or not. Let's see. It's still live, so it's still good. But yeah, so this is essentially my area right here. I'll just go. I don't really care. You can know. You know I live around the Memphis area, so I live around here. Okay. This is the band that I'm having to worry about right now. So that's cool. Cool. That's barreling down on me as we speak. Great lightning show right now. Pretty cool. Pretty cool light show out there. I did say that I have an active trade, so I'll go ahead and show you guys the active trade. Pennies on the dollar, $4, 100x. That's all we're going to be doing here. We're going to be doing very cheap trades if we're doing them live, at least for now, until we build up a bigger account. I ran this strategy through the ringer over the past few days. Over 50% win rate. It's a set 3-to-1 every single time, no matter what it is. And it's based purely off of what is called breaker blocks, ICT smart money concepts. They play all the time. And if you just do a 3-to-1 and set it and forget it and let it ride, a lot of the times it plays out. More often than not, over 50% of the time, it plays out. So this is a long looking to get out here. That's my 3-to-1. I entered right here. No, I entered right here at the green line. Oh, whoa. Oh, price action was way behind. That's cool. It's probably about to take me out, which is fine. If it doesn't play out, we look for the next one. It's all good in the hood. Looks like that one's about to get taken out. That's fine. It's Asia session. It is what it is. Look for the next one. All right. Let's get back to saying good evening to the beautiful people. Good evening, Alexandra G. Good evening, RS Miller. Anyone need Coinbase security while I have it in a headlock? That's funny. Good evening to you, sir. Hope you had so one love. Jeanette in the house. What's going on, Jeanette? J. Violet. Oh, man. Frozen or just for me? Oh, boy. And yes, my froze a second ago. It had froze. Retro Mike Tech in the house. What's going on? RMT started about 90 minutes ago. Yeah, talking about the storms. Ike Bjorner. Back to training tomorrow for week 2. Had a great weekend with our Gypsy girl. Oh, that's awesome. You got Gypsy back. Amazing. I'll bet she was happy to see you. Yeah. Maybe a Band-Aid was going on. Yep, just got taken out of that trade. That's fine. I mean, I'm generally overall bearish. I was just trying to get a quick long scalp. We get what we get. Lots of hearts in the chat. Yo, what is good, brother? Good 11 p.m. Miami time to everyone. What's going on? It is UTC. She was attached to us all weekend. I bet she was. Charcuterie. That's not charcuterie. All right, guys. So let's just start off top down. We're on the weekly chart. I'm going to go even higher time frame than that, but we're going to stick with this right now. There's our baseline trend. Here's our secondary trend. And that's the one that we are currently trying to hold. We lose that, it's very likely we will come down and touch this trend somewhere. Okay? That's the first level right there. It's going to be this primary trend. Our second level is going to be this high that we broke. So, we lose this level. It's likely we come down to at least 74-ish, 74K. But I actually think that we might be heading even lower. Let's go ahead and remove our drawings. let's go out. Let's zoom on out to the monthly chart, and let's go over a little bit of breaker blocks. So breaker blocks are essentially so this is going to be an order block, the last up candle before a down move. The down move being confirmed when you cross a low. You pull that across and you look for what is called displacement, or a quick move with an engulfing candle that closes above the order block high. We get that here. Or what makes the level even stronger is if it is a breaker block or a fair value gap within a breaker block. This is going to be a super strong level. And we can see that is exactly where we came down to. We played off of that midpoint, and key, we did not close below the midpoint on the monthly chart. What's going on, all set? Your stream has more pauses than a 2 a.m. piss with kidney stones. Cool. Your stream has more pauses than FOMC Fed rates. Amazing. Love hearing that. All right. If I need to kill the stream, I will. I will kill the stream for tonight. You tell me. If I need to kill it, I'll kill it. Kill it with fire. I'm going to close Blowfin. Maybe that'll help a little bit. We'll see. Al Jr., what's going on? What's going on? So yeah, breaker block. Get that big bullish engulfing candle. Now, we have the same thing over here. Okay, here's our breaker because we had a big engulfing candle. There's our breaker block, and we have not come back down to back test that breaker block. 74,185 is the top side of that breaker block. We have an inversion fair value gap in here. Right inside midpoint of each is about $66,500. Slight buffering, and that's short and quick. Is it safe to move the assets over to there? Piper is roasting tonight. Hey, how safe is Coinbase Wallet? I got security on the phone and I don't trust what they want to do. I can explain later. Fine. I don't know how. I know with any decentralized wallet, you want to make sure sign any trust lines that you don't know what they are, because they might connect your wallet to another wallet and then you can get drained. Really, the safest storage is cold storage on hardware. It's a hardware wallet. That is or a paper wallet. It's pretty much the safest wallets that you can have. Wait, what? Did they call you or did you call them? Oh, yeah. Hopefully you called Coinbase and they didn't call you. You need to call Coinbase. Just saying. It's tiniest little fair value gap in there. All right, so that's going to be a major level right there. Now we can also go ahead and add a fib from low to high. There we go. We do have a golden pocket sitting at the top side, towards the top side of this breaker block. So 70 to 72K almost seems like it's a definitive. It almost seems like it's a definitive. Let's go ahead and turn on our dynamic reactor. Not that. We do have the dynamic reactor right there at the midpoint of that breaker block. So seeing price come down to these levels, 66 to 70, 72K, it's not out of the question. And in fact, I think it is likely more so than not, seeing as how for the month, we did get a push up. We hit the 236 and got a nice rejection off, and we are still red on the month. Now we start to zoom in a little bit. We come down to the weekly. We can see that Ooh, it acted, we didn't touch it, but it acted as resistance. And now we are starting to push further down. We got a bearish engulfing candle from the week before last to last week. So we just closed that earlier this evening. Bearish engulfing candle. Our only hope is for us to start the week off coming down and sweeping the internal lows. And our only hopes for this week to be bullish. Sweep the internal lows in here. About 81K. And then reverse back to the upside. We need to see something like that in order for us to be bullish. Otherwise, if we don't get a sweep and a strong push on like a 4-hour time frame, then we are likely going to continue to head to the downside. Now, 50% retracement has been holding us up on all of these moves to the upside. Let's go ahead and change this to a premium discount. There we go. Now, where do you want to buy? Discount. Where are we? We're in premium. So we need to wait for price to come lower before we consider buying. That weekly dynamic reactor is sitting even lower than it is on the monthly. Rain is really starting to come down. Lots of thunder. So it looks like it's mostly just going to be heavy rain and lightning and thunder and wind. All right, so yep, Invest Answers has a whole video with a live call from scammer on Coinbase trying to get him to move his stuff to Coinbase wallet for security purposes because his account was at risk. American dude knew all kinds of info, total scam. Wow. Be careful. Be careful. So yeah, that weekly dynamic reactor coming in at about $58,315. Now, I do not want us to cross below this low. I do not want us to break the breaker block. We do that and things are not good. Things are not good. So, like I was saying earlier though, we can see that if we go from this low to this high, we came down to that 50% retracement. Go from this low to this high, come down to the 50% retracement. Go from this low to this high, come down to that 50% retracement, and then off and away we go. And then this low, this low to this high, boom, 50% retracement, off and away it goes. So that's about it. I mean, we start to lose. We start to look weaker than that 50% retracement. And you can see even on the Chart Prime Market Oracle Pro Plus, it gave us a take profit 5 on the weekly chart right at the top. I mean, second to last weekly candle, take profit 5, get out of Dodge, and we've been essentially down ever since. So check out these Chart Prime indicators, guys. They do wonders, especially on more macro, and really good at, well, really any time frame, but really good for the macro, especially if you're just like spot buying and holding. You know, we want to see, all right, if we're in strength, then we are above the dynamic reactor, we are in the green, and we could take a little bit off the table anytime we see a take profit. Long take profit. There's other ways to set up targets. There's plenty of things that you can do with these indicators. This will even show you reversals. We'll see this was reversal. I mean, we did get a downtrend for one, well, not really a downtrend, but we went sideways 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 weeks. So at the very least, kind of like we do have the reversal, but we are also above the dynamic reactor. We're also on the weekly. So that could just mean, all right, slow down. We're going to slow down for a little while, which we did, sideways for 7 weeks, and then we move to the upside. Come on down. I like the 3-day much more. And don't forget, any kind of signals, no matter what kind of indicator package you get, signals tend to come early. So you want to be mindful of that. So here, we actually got a take profit 6 here on the 3-day. What? You guys are crazy. Yep, from a number that says it's Coinbase. Yeah, don't answer anything from Coinbase that says it's from Coinbase. Don't forget to click the like button. Doesn't say Coinbase. Yeah. Piper's got you. You're good. So that 3-day dynamic reactor is coming in at about 74,000. I mean, it's right here at that monthly breaker. Which, let me go back. Let me zoom out. Make sure we get all of that monthly breaker. Pull that back, and let's go back down to the daily. Was I on the 3-day? I think I was on the 3-day. We can see on the daily chart, we are below the dynamic reactor, and we have bearishly back tested it and started to push away from it. So, not good. We need to be patient if we are to be bullish, but right now we are bearish. The market is bearish. We are trending to the downside. The market is at least short-term bearish, at the very least. We break the low in here. We get a pop-up to the upside. Typically, you're going to get a move that is equal or similar in length as the first wave. If this is just an ABC correction before we move further to the upside and potentially put in a blow-off top, then I think this needs to be more complete than just this little push that we got up here. We need to complete this even further, and then we shall be good. High to low. High to low. I mean, that does get us down into our breaker block. So that's beautiful. Wow. Storm's really coming down. Let's see. We've got a tornado warning over towards Jackson, Tennessee. We got tornado warnings heading towards Nashville. Be safe, Retro Mike Tech. I know you're somewhere over there in that area, so please be careful. These storms are not playing. Storms are not playing. All right. So that's my macro outlook on Bitcoin. I think I'm thinking we're looking at more downside, and for now. And I'm not saying that we're bullish until I see something that tells me that we need to be bullish. Right now, it says all bearish. All bearish, baby. Let's pull out the fixed range volume profile real quick. We can see that our value area low of this low range low to high is sitting down here at $69,000. So we've got the wave cresting right here at about 67,910. So yeah, let's keep that level in mind. And again, that's right around that midpoint of that breaker block. And of course, all the way down here at 61K, really 59.5 is when we get the highest peak of this lower volume. That's down here at about 59.7. If we want to go ahead and just take in all of this range with everything, we are bearishly moving away from the value area high, but we do have that point of control sitting right there at that 67,900. So It's definitely an area that we want to go ahead and set an alert for. And yeah, we'll see if we get down there and if we can get a nice bounce off of that level. Now, if we do move down to that level, and if we do get a bounce, we have to be careful. What we want to see is impulsive price action and something that is actually going to be really quick and really aggressive. It's probably going to leave you behind. That's our most bullish scenario. Bearish is we come down, we bounce off of it, and then we roll and we break it and we get a close below it. We do have one final little leg down here at about 63K. But if that doesn't hold, then it's value area low is all the way down here at $50,000. We shall see. We shall see. Now, let's see if we can take a look at our Bitcoin dominance. Our Bitcoin dominance is pushing a little bit higher. So more and more going into Bitcoin, which means less and less altcoins. Okay. Bitcoin dominance plus USDT.D plus USDC.D. Enter. So this is going to be, this is your safety trade. Okay. This is your risk. This is your risk off trade, is Bitcoin and the stable coins together. People are either getting into Bitcoin, stable coins, or a little bit of both. That is when you know that when this is pushing to the upside, we are more risk on than we are risk off. So we can see, or more risk off than we are risk on. Sorry, I had that backwards. Pushing to the upside, more risk off than we are risk on as far as stable coins and altcoins. Well, as far as Bitcoin and stable coins go, it means we're actually risk on for those two, but that means we're risk off for the rest of the market. Take a look at gold versus BTC. Gold versus BTC or BTC versus gold? No. BTC gold. BTC gold breaks down, BTC will go like BTC breaking and alts run. Maybe. BTC, what's the ticker? What's the ticker? Usually like XAU. Can't type. BTC as priced in gold. That's probably going to be it. I don't know. Bingo bango, what's going on? Trade Intuition, hope you're doing well. All right, so yeah, I mean, this kind of looks like the whatchamacallit, the total chart, the altcoin chart, total 2. Yep, total 2 didn't break the high over here like BTC versus gold did. But either way, total 2 has come down and it has bullishly backtested the dynamic reactor. So there's some hope for the alts right there. Get rid of this reversal. There's some hopes for the alts right there. But like I said, we've got to hold. Can't start breaking down. We start breaking down and breaking lows, then we're not looking too too hot. Let's take a look at the Dixie. What's the Dixie doing? The Dixie continues to push lower. Let's go down to the daily. I know I've got, so yeah. Had the equal lows mapped out over here. We did get a little bit of a bounce, but kind of created some relatively equal lows for us to come back to later. Let's see, we've got a breaker on the weekly right here. That's this last low before this push to the upside. Breaker up here. I would expect price to come up into the breaker and then push further down. We shall see. If it is to move to the upside, we would also be bearishly back testing the dynamic reactor at the same time. So push down for the Dixie might be, hasn't really helped. Because look at, I mean, we've been moving to the downside in Bitcoin, and this has been moving to the downside as well. Where is the money going? Where's the money going? Stock market has been selling off. The dollar has been selling off. Oil. Some of that Earl. Crude. WTI. I think it's just WTI. Light crude. It's not going into oil. Well, we had a little bit of a move to the upside in oil. Is it all going into gold? That's what it looks like, huh? Sitting on the sideline, waiting for clarity, I imagine. Yes, exactly. Bonds. Hey. Gold higher, USD lower, bonds higher, BTC lower, alts lower. Gold starts to break down, then BTC runs as USD falls and bonds break their trend. All right, so what can we do about this? We can come over here. We can type in BTC, use the compare tool, BTC USD. Let's go ahead and add the Bitstamp chart. And let's take a look. Well, it's going to be kind of difficult because gold doesn't really move a whole lot other than since 2022. Bitcoin peaks right here. Gold starts its run. So let's see. Bitcoin peaks right here. Gold starts its run. Gold breaks down. Gold pushes to the upside. Bitcoin pushes to the upside at the same time. Let's go to the weekly chart. Oh, I need to put, no, over here, put this on, put Bitcoin on log, on a log scale. All right, so we have all of Bitcoin's history. Gold, well, I guess that's not all of Bitcoin's history. It's this gold chart. Let's change this to AUX, no, XAU. CME mini future XAU USD. I love gold. XAU USD spot. Is that what I have to type in? USD? Oh, okay. I've been on this chart before. 2.618 sitting there at $3,300 and $3,336. Cool. Yes, and bonds. Yep, bonds. Let's take this off. All right. So let's see. Gold. Go back all the way back. Pink line is Bitcoin. pushing both. Uh-oh, getting stream warnings. YouTube is not receiving enough video. I'm sorry. Pushing gold. COVID crash. Both crash, of course. Both are really getting going here. Both really get going here, but gold crashes, puts in its bottom here, and then, or its top here, and then Bitcoin goes on its final run to the upside. Bitcoin, gold comes up, comes down, comes up. They both kind of waddle around at the top here, and then they both crash to the downside, and then they both start moving to the upside, and gold has been leaving Bitcoin behind as of late. But judging by the history, it looks like that, let's see, you get a breakdown in gold. Well, the best example is going to be this one here, because this is when gold was going in a parabolic move. Even though it wasn't, doing anything too crazy, it did break a new high, break out into new highs. But it wasn't until it broke down after breaking out into new highs that Bitcoin went on its final run up. Bitcoin over here, let's see, we got a retrace in gold. And then once it started to correct and go sideways, Bitcoin went parabolic. So perhaps there is something there, R.S. Miller. We'll see if this thing breaks down. If gold breaks down, we'll see if capital will flow into Bitcoin and push it to the upside. Everybody's buying gold, apparently. What's wrong with silver? All right, let's see. So, I mean, maybe we can get that final parabolic blow off top that I'm hoping for, instead of a slow bleed all the way down into the 30Ks. But we can only hope. We can only hope. Let's take a look at our major stocks, see what we're doing over here on our stock indices. Go down to the 5 minutes, see how we've opened up the week. Open up the week to the downside. Sweet. Where are we? Friday. Wait. Why am I not getting live data? Is the stock market closed today? Tomorrow? Yes, it is something to watch. Yes. I don't understand. No, it's showing movement. It's not showing it on the charts. What is going on here? Is my Bitcoin moving? Yeah, we have a ticker and everything on Bitcoin. This is what I'm looking for a potential overnight long. We'll see if we can get it. $786, $81,494. Aim for the previous 4-hour close, $82,397. Lost him this time, right? Oh, yay. Why are my... Oh, is it... I bet I don't have... I need electronic trading hours, please. There we go. There's our data. All right, so a little bit of a gap down. Actually, so we opened here. Looks like we gapped up, gapped down, came back up. And we're kind of just bouncing around in here. What is this blue line? I believe this is long-term trend, maybe. Okay, yep, back at the blue line. We'll see if that can hold. That money flow is thick coming out, boy, on the weekly chart. Trend fusion pushing all the way to the downside. Go ahead and pull up the Market Oracle Pro. This is the S&P 500, by the way. Yeah. The dynamic reactor sitting way below us. I mean, I definitely see a massive correction coming for the stock market. I mean, we've already been seeing some corrective nature to the stock market. That is a giant monthly down candle. Coming down, closing potentially below these lows in here, which is not a good sign for the S&P. Weekly chart. Breaker. It's not good. Another breaker. Came right up to the midpoint of that and rejected. No close above, so that is not good. Rejection probably means more likely than not continuation to the downside. Good feed in my shorts. What? Oh no, not S&P too. Yeah, S&P not looking good. NASDAQ. Looking even worse. Looking to take out this low over here from the week of March 10th. It's not looking good. Trend fusion, trend oscillator, money flow, true 7, everything's in the red. Power bar is deep in the red. Volume matrix is red. Nothing looks good here for the NASDAQ, which the NASDAQ is basically Bitcoin. So we need the NASDAQ to do well if we want Bitcoin to do well. Let's take a look here. Bring up Bitcoin for comparison. Put that on log. There we go. I mean, we can see both peak at the same same month here, within a month of each other here. Pull back down, both bottom at the same time. Both go on a big run at the same time. I mean, not much more one-to-one than that. Can't get much more one-to-one than that. Especially now the institutions are involved. But look at this. Now NASDAQ did put in another all-time high over here, but it did fall and they both bottomed at the same time. Came up, both topped at the same time, even though Bitcoin put in a higher top over here, but both put in a top and dropped at the same time and bottom same time. Of course, everything did because this was the COVID crash. And then money printer went burr and we went to the upside. Both top out, both bottom, both push to the upside. Now both topping out, push lower, and then we'll see. We'll see. I'm not entirely sure what could turn this market around, but I know we have reciprocal tariffs coming this week. And I know that the market does not like the tariffs. So, yeah. Not good. Not good. Chart prime is fire. Yeah. Sure is. Now we'll take a look at the Dow Jones. Zoom in on out. I mean, clearly in a downtrend. Put in a low, put in a high, put in a lower low, and took out this low over here in the process. So that's not good. That is not good. Turn on the Market Oracle Pro Plus. Get rid of that. We are under a sell signal. We did bearishly backtest the dynamic reactor on the daily and are pushing away from it just like we did on the Bitcoin chart. Let's go back over here. I didn't have the Market Oracle Plus Pro Plus. Yep, rejected on the NASDAQ too off the dynamic reactor. Not good, not a good sign. And the S&P 500, probably the exact same thing. Yep, hit that dynamic reactor and started to push away. So it's on the daily chart. Does not look good for any of the major indices. Take a look at the Russell 2000. Thought maybe we could get a sweep of the lows and push higher. Not so sure that's going to happen anymore. Still looking for a sweep of lows over here. Not looking good. It is not looking good at all. Take a look at our Magnificent Seven, Apple. Looking like the Dow Jones in here. Didn't even come up to the dynamic reactor. Dynamic reactor is red. So it's bearish, pushing lower. Amazon. Ooh, it's already taken out its low over here. Bearish backtest right after taking out that low. Push away. Not good. At the very least, we need to be risk off just like smart money is risk off right now. Alphabet, aka Google, pushing lower. Meta, aka Facebook. QQQ is NASDAQ. Pushing lower for Meta. Still hasn't really it's broken the dynamic reactor, but it hasn't broken it to where the dynamic reactor has turned red and gotten a bearish back test like we have on all the other ones. There's your dynamic reactor, so we would want to see something like this if we are bearish, and then, bearishly reject for Meta. Microsoft. Wow. I think it's going to at least come down here to sweep these lows. Not looking good. Everything. Nvidia. Very toppy structure in here. Very toppy. Yeah, man, it might be time to start putting in some shorts. Tesla with the big push to the downside, getting a bounce off of this macro trend. Ping, 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 break, finally break, come up, sweep the high. I'm all the way down. We'll see if Tesla can turn this thing around. But at the very least, come down. Probably come into this gap, fill the gap. Come up to the dynamic reactor. And then from there, we'll see what it can do. Is it going to push lower, or can it break back above, consolidate on top, and push higher? It's your only two options. I guess the stream just kept dropping out, huh? Dropping like flies. Gold's looking good. Silver, I think, is starting to get a little bit of a push too. We can go to the weekly on that. Silver's looking for a breakout. Well, it's already broken out, but it's looking for continuation breakout. Oh, looks like we've come down into the breaker block on the 1 minute. There we go. I'd like it if it came down to the midpoint and then got a strong push off of it, because that would give me a little bit more confirmation. But either way, I'm typically still taking this trade. I'm not going to take it now because it's 5 minutes before we got to go. So what's the point? But finally got my entry that I wanted. If I was to trade this, I would do a 3-to-1 100x leverage is what I've been practicing on, and just trying to get 30%, which when on 100x leverage is actually like 25%. So that's what I'll be trying to do. But yeah, I'm not going to take that trade. We'll see if it plays out, though. We'll see if it plays out. I've got a feeling with everything being so bearish that it just might not play out. All right. All right, all right, all right. Man. Clean spark. Daily. Weekly. Not looking great. Not looking great for the miners, it looks like. Miner capitulation coming in hot. For the hive, the hut. These just look like giant bear flags to me. Could you imagine this going down to 53 cents? 48 cents, the hut. 44, 48, 50 cents from currently at $11.72. That wouldn't be good. Marathon. Pull a fib, top to bottom. 382, holding at the 114. Yeah. Miners don't look good either. Bitcoin spot selling off. Bonds down, which means they're being bought. 10-year sitting at 4.20%. And the 2-year sitting at 3.86%. Go ahead and do a compare. We'll do US 10. Same percent scale. Maybe not. Maybe I should do new price scale. US 10 new price scale. I don't know that that's going to work. Weird. Anyways, the difference So we don't, anytime we get a difference of 50, 0.5 or more. Wait, is that a tornado warning? Oh, not near me. Okay. Whew. Looks like the storm has passed. That's good. All right, let's see. So yeah, 0.5 has pretty much always indicated that we are in a recession. So that is the spread between the 10 and the 2. We are at 4.2 for the 10, minus 3.86 for the 2. That's 0.34. So if we get to 0.5, that almost always means we are going into or are in a recession, which I think it's almost safe to say that we are pretty much in a recession, but not technically. The thing about recessions is that you don't find out they're recessions until, or you don't get to say it is not confirmed a recession until after the fact. Because you have to get 2 quarters of negative GDP growth. So we shall see. If you want to know what real pain looks like, go back and look at 2008. I remember everybody was getting laid off. I remember my mom got laid off. Just a few years after the recession, my grandfather had to close his business. And it was just, we were literally losing 800,000 jobs a month. A month in 2008. So, next SOM recession data comes out today. Oh, there we go. You get to see what the SOM says. But that spread is going to be, is that part of the SOM? But the spread is what I'm going to be looking at between the 2 and the 10. And right now, guys, I think it's safe to say that maybe you should be careful listening to people that are telling you to buy the dip that just keeps on dipping. Keep on just buy the dip. This is the last time, or you're running out of time to buy Bitcoin under $100,000. Technically speaking, yes, probably running out of time to buy Bitcoin under $100,000, depending on your time horizon. If it's 5 to 10 years, yeah, maybe. Is it right now? No, I think you got plenty of time to buy Bitcoin under 100K. Plenty of time. And even if you don't, even if we do get the blow off top scenario, like I am hoping for, that still doesn't mean we won't go back below 100K. In fact, I still think that even if we do hit that scenario, that we will absolutely still fall back below a 100K. The days of being below 100K are still here. They are not in the past, and they probably won't be in the past, man, for quite some time, if ever. We'll see. Anyways, guys, thank you all for being here. It is the top of the hour. I gotta go. We got work tomorrow, so it is what it is. But if I see any trades, remember they're short-term scalps. They're 3-to-1 trades. And I'm using 100x leverage. You can use 50x leverage. You can use whatever leverage you want to use. Just know that my profit is 0.3% and my stop loss is 0.1%. It's always going to be a 3-to-1 trade, and the objective is to play this same setup over and over and over and over hundreds, if not thousands of times, and that in the long run, it's going to yield quite some profit, quite some gains. And there will be times when it looks like that the strategy is just not working out. Maybe you miss 2 or 3, even 5 in a row. It happens. It only takes half of the losses. It only takes half of the wins to get those losses back, to recover those losses. Meaning, if you took like 8 losses in a row on 3-1, it would only take 4 wins to get you in a row to get you back above where you were. So, a little bit of risk to reward. Setting, and that's the goal, is to maintain the exact same setup and the exact same risk to reward ratio, and to play that setup over and over and over again. We're going to try to find those setups live for the rest of the week during the show, but we had to go through Macro Monday. I think that if we are going to continue to be bearish, then we'll be looking for bearish scalps throughout the week. But doesn't really matter when you're playing on the 1 minute. you're just scalping in and out, up or down, doesn't really matter. But if you want to potentially hold on to trades a little longer, maybe throw a trailing stop loss on it, I would be doing that for shorts more so than I would longs. So just be safe. Didn't get a chance to go over the economic calendar. Let me just do that real quick. I'm just going to bring it up on my phone and read it out. And let's see what we've got coming up for the week ahead this week. All right, so Monday, Chicago PMI. It's not really a big one. Nothing really Monday. Tuesday, we've got ISM manufacturing, final manufacturing PMI. These are forecast under 50, which shows contraction. JOLTS job openings 7.73 million. Previous was 7.74 million. All of that comes out on Tuesday, so we could see some movement on Tuesday. Wednesday, it's ADP non-farm payroll week. So these weeks are typically some nice weeks to trade. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Monday, with Monday not having much economic data, and more stuff, economic stuff coming out the rest of the week. Let's see. Thursday we have unemployment claims, ISM, services PMI, and then Friday we'll have the employment change, unemployment rate, non-farm employment change, all of that good jazz later this week, which probably will not be good numbers, which means the market will probably continue to sell off. So we shall see. We play it 1 day at a time, 1 hour at a time, 1 trade at a time, 1 minute at a time, 1 trade at a time. And we just do it over and over and over and over again, gathering more and more experience, continuing to grow as traders and investors. And that is the goal, is to just continue to grow. We can continue to show up, put in the work, get better at the craft, and make some money. I hope you all have an amazing, beautiful, wonderful, radical sleep. Don't forget to check out the shows tomorrow right here on the Piper Academy Network. But for that, I'm Lunar Beaches Crypto, and we are out of here. Mad love. See you all tomorrow. Peace out. Good night. Bye.
Welcome to the night where we light up the spark. We're trading crypto, finance, you'll be mad on the charts. Hosted by the one, Lunar Beaches top shark. Dive deep into the numbers, cause this ain't no lark. We're crunching all the data, making money moves fast. From Wall Street to the blockchain, making predictions last. Community together in this financial blast. Markets after dollar, shatter ceilings made of glass. Mad on the charts with Lunar's bright lights. Crypto markets soaring through the night. Follow the trends, see if you financial flight. From Bitcoin to Ethereum, we're mapping the road. Stock tips and insights, secrets ready to unload. Trading strategies, sharp on knowledge be showed. Let Lunar Beaches guide you to the mother lode. Economic loops and the way the dollar flows. Community vibes where everybody grows. Analyzing trends while the world lays low. Markets after dark where only brilliant shows. Hit that subscribe and join the ride. In the world of finance, where fortunes collide. Lunar's path will be your guide through the market storm or the market tide. On the charts with Lunar's bright light, crypto markets soaring through the night. From Bitcoin markets soaring fast, markets after dark touch the ceilings made of glass. Mad on the charts with Lunar's bright light. Crypto markets soaring through the night. Follow the trends, see the future in sight. It's markets after dark, the financial flight. From Bitcoin to Ethereum, we're mapping the road. Stock tips and insights, secrets ready to unload. Trading strategies, sharp on knowledge be showed. Let Lunar Beaches guide you to the mother lode. Economic loops and the way the dollar flows. Community vibes where everybody grows. Analyzing trends while the world...
The trade played out. Should have taken it. Love you all. Good night.